Chips, the number is big. Just over 2 years this channel's been going. Look, I knew if I kept going, if I stuck to it, I'd probably get some measure of success, but I never thought I'd get that many people watching the videos. It's kind of hard to think this many people want to watch this nonsense. Anyway, I put out a post a month ago, just before we hit 150,000, asking for some cues, and now I'm going to A. Thoughts on the Peugeot 205 GTI 1.6 getting added in GT7? Actually, it was the 1.9. The devs of the game recently added the 205 GTI and the Renault Kangoo. Like, I swear the devs are watching my videos and just adding in all the cool French cars. Cool French cars. What cars would you like to see for the March update? Well, it's just gone April, but I'm going to say what I want anyway. 206 GTI, obvious choice. Some kind of Clio RS, Mark II or 3. Maybe some, like, old supercar concept type stuff like the GT90. Or like the BMW Nazca, or the Chisetta V16T, stuff like that. Do you plan on doing a video ranking every single automation vehicle you made in 2024? Yes, at some point. I've got a list of all the cars from like 2023 to 2024. There's like 70 to 80 of them, I think, so that's going to be a bit of a pain to make. But I'll do that at some point, maybe. Top 3 favourite countries that make cars. Or France, I don't know, maybe Germany and Japan, I guess. Are you interested in Robot Wars? That's not how you spell wars. I think I vaguely remember watching this. I watched like maybe 5 minutes of it. Not really. Opinion on the Ford Flex. Ford Flex. What is that? It looks like a GTA like rip-off of a Range Rover. What's the Wikipedia page be saying? What a V6. Wow. What a mode of transport. If you could have one car from each of the 3 continents, USA, Europe and Asia, which ones would it be? I think America, probably C4 Corvette. In my opinion, probably one of the best American cars ever made. And I can't really think of any other American car I'd rather drive. Like, would you have this? My god, is that a Nissan Skyline? So yeah, C4 Corvette. And for Europe, I am tempted to go with Bora TDI, because it's just magnificent. Look at it. Look at... Or actually, maybe a Bora VR6 4Motion? Yes, that. Now, something from Asia. Yeah, an R34 GTR. So to answer your question, C4 Corvette, Bora V6, and Nissan. Most attainable dream car? Maybe like some kind of like Golf GTI Mark 4 to 6 maybe, or maybe some kind of S14. These are still like quite expensive, but they haven't gone completely mad in England. Let's have a look at Auto Trader. Oh, there's only one Sylvia. That's not exactly proved my point. Like Nissan 200SX, 12 grand. That's still quite expensive. Like, if you tried to buy one of these in, like, the US, it'd be, like, $20,000. Plus, it's not even the right one, because they only sold the 240SX in America, and that's the wrong engine. So that's the one you want. But I actually don't want any of these. Oh, yes. 206 HDI FAP. How many hours you spent playing BeamNG Drive? As of the 1st of April, 2025, 515.1 hours. And automation, 587.5. What app do you use for editing? Shotcut. So when I first started to try edit videos, I just googled free editing software, found this, downloaded it, and just learnt my way around it, and I'm not changing it now. Whatever you do, Grog, don't watch the end of Finding Dory in Swedish. Finding Dory. Finding Swedish. The profanity! Does the slut just mean the end in Swedish? Well, close enough. Do you use a PlayStation emulator or a real PlayStation? If emulator, then which emulator do you use? PCSX2. That's about as much as I can legally say. Did you take the Peugeot 206 over a first-generation Renault Twingo? Look at his face, you can't say no to that. It's such a goobery looking car. Has this one got painted on eyelashes? Oh my god. What is that? Me. The guy she tells me not to worry about. This is proof that owning a Renault gets you women and large men. I'm sold. What got you into cars? I think playing Forza Horizon 3 and 4, and then around about the same time I passed my driving test, got my first car, and then started watching donut videos. So all of that, more or less. And Top Gear. Why do you love French cars? Because they're weird and interesting. Especially like stuff from like the 70s to the 90s is like the really weird stuff. Like if you're buying a car in the 80s, you can have like a Citroen BX or a Morris Ital. What engine is in this? 1.3 overhead valve. Jesus! The first thing I read, already outdated by the time it was launched. My god, British cars were awful. They were built in Portugal? Oh my god, I do apologise. Do you enjoy doing this? years. When you first started the channel, how far did you think it would go? Well, when I started the channel, I made it with the intent of going somewhere with it. I didn't know where it was going to go, but I decided I would dedicate myself to it for like at least a year. See if I can get something out of it. See if I can get some kind of an audience for the random crap I make. So far it's working. I wanted to get some kind of small measure of success out of it. Thanks to you people watching, that's kind of happened. I don't want to come off as offensive, but I think I like this being a faceless channel because your little drawing has so much character. I'm sure I'd still love the channel after a face reveal or even with the face cam, but I really love the little character in the corner. It's just so funny. If I do end up doing a face reveal at some point, I don't know if I will switch to face cam stuff because I spent so long drawing those little Grog characters. I don't want to just throw them in the bin, and they're quite humorous to look at. Besides, the face reveal's not going to happen for a while anyway. What is your favourite automation creation? If we're going by just ones that have appeared in videos, I think maybe the whatever this is. What is this even called? I can't remember. The Lynx Alante, I think it was. Maybe that one. Maybe the Dacia Eco My God boost as well, because that car was an absolute riot to drive, and it was like the first video on the channel that actually did really well. Peugeot 206 bi-turbo, because it's not shit to drive. Maybe the French car as well. This thing was completely horrible to drive, but it's so perfectly French. If I boot up automation real quick, I can show the cars I've made in my spare time that didn't make it into a video. There's this thing, which is a car inspired by Smokey Nagata's top secret Supra. I spent God knows how many hours on this. Like, if I remove the body, you can see all the interior, like even the engine bay. I think this actually is like an RB engine if I click on it. Yeah, it is. RB26. So it's a lot accurate. And if we go into the interior, there's like all of the switches, nitrous, and like some decals as well. What engine is even in this? Whatever it is, it doesn't work. I think an update may have bricked this engine. This is a 2.6 litre turbo 6-cylinder. Makes 464 horsepower, but only once. I also tried to make something that kind of looks like it would be in Cyberpunk, so I've got this with all its glowing lights on it, which also has way too much detail. Look at this interior. What a reasonable person would sit in here. I think the engine's got a gold intake on it for some reason. I'm seeing this. 3.4 litre flat 6, which also doesn't work. Will you ever make more Clio content? Well, no, because, how do I put this? The car is not in my possession anymore, and for the time being, we'll leave it at that. What is your favourite BeamNG car? Just default vanilla BeamNG car? I think out of all the cars in the game, the two I'd come back to the most are the Covet and the BX. This is like really light, really fun, and it's rear wheel drive. So it can skid. Well, this one has an open diff, so it's not doing that. Oh! And I know the person in the comments said no mods, but if you download the Abishu Plus mod, that adds like so much cool shit to the BX and the Covet. It's like the best mod going, in my opinion. So yeah, this. What is your most favourite video you've made so far? Let's have a look, shall we? I did like this video on my own car. That's probably one of my favourites. The Need for Speed Peugeot saga, that's one of my favourites as well. Probably the last My Summer Car video I did. I put so much effort and time into that. It's hard to pick just one. And maybe this one as well, because it's the first video to hit a milli. Have you considered making a Discord server for your channel? Most likely 99% no. I feel like that would be an absolute pain in the arse to manage and moderate and whatever. And having been in a server with not a huge amount of people in it and seen all the very interesting things that have gone down in it, yeah, no, it's kind of put me off making one. I think I'd rather just keep the lid on that box. If you could erase any car from existence, what would it be? Probably the Nissan Juke, but not just any Nissan Juke. The Nissan Juke Nismo. This is because this is not already a despicable car. This is just an affront to the Nismo name. A company that actually made like really bloody good cars back in the day. Like the 400R, and you got stuff like Nismo Z-Tunes 270R, and stuff like the Nismo 350Z, which I don't think this car even made more power, but it does look cooler. But this... Nismo should not be making this crap. God, I hate it. You could have chosen to buy any sporty car. How much did this cost back in the day? Starting price was £21,650. So I'll look at cars for like less than like £21,000. What else could you have had? Now this isn't a great way of doing this, but I'm on Auto Trader. Set the max price to 20 grand, max year to 2016. Let's see what else you could have bought. A Fiesta 1.6 turbo. An Evo. A Renault Spike, that's out of budget. An Impreza. What is this? Ford Thunderbird? That's somehow a worse choice. Mercedes-Benz GLE 3.0, GLE 350D, V6, AMG line, Coupe, G-Tronic, 4MATIC, Euro 6. Why do you need all that? God, Mercedes annoy me. I'm getting annoyed. I'm going to stop looking at Google. Oh, and the new Ford Capri. Because it's not a Ford Capri. This is a Ford Capri. This is horseshit. And they have the absolute nerve to say the Capri is back. It just isn't! It would have been so easy to, like, get like a modern version of this design, stick in an EcoBoost 4-cylinder and sell it as a sports. No, we've got this. So we needed another SUV EV because the Mackie just wasn't good enough apparently. So that. Also, I've already edited this, but I just want to add this in anyway. Renault did a similar thing with the Renault 5, which back in the 70s and 80s was like their small hatchback, and they've decided to bring back the name for an electric car. I think you can already see the difference between this one and the Ford one. Is that the Renault one actually looks like the bloody car it's supposed to be. Like, the Renault 5 was like this really boxy, angular kind of hatchback, and the new electric one is that. And it's still got the same character as the old Renault 5. The Ford does not. And it's probably the coolest electric car on sale. Like, I don't think I'd ever buy an electric car, but if I had to pick one, it'd be the Renault 5. Ford sorted out. What's the worst racing/car game you've ever played? Oh, there's not one that's really jumping out. Maybe Hot Pursuit Remastered, specifically the version that came on the Xbox Series S, because it's arbitrarily locked to 30 frames a second, even though the game can clearly run it at 60, which is just annoying. And the newest Forza, because every single motorsport game since 4 is just been getting downgraded and getting less features with every single game that's come out. I don't even know how you managed to do that. This is by far the best Forza Motorsport yet. What? It's your first video game? What is your favourite metal band? Probably Metallica, or Slayer, or Dream Theater, or Death. There's a lot of options. Will you ever return to Finland? Maybe. I'm not planning to make any videos on My Summer Car soon, but Cameron, on the other hand, is cooking up some My Summer Car stuff that looks quite good. Who's that? Okay.
Bro, why are we going towards that thing?
Because he looks cool.
The spooky condom ghost looks cool. Okay.
And there's quite a few episodes of that, so you've got that to look forward to. I make some appearances here and there. Will you ever make and post music? Yes, and it's called The Second Channel. We've got great videos such as songs to listen to in your Golf TDI, the worst MIDI you'll ever hear, and yeah, GrogTV age reveal. I'm 62. That is completely false. Fun fact. Brown. Favourite pot noodle flavour? Probably just a bog standard chicken and mushroom. Oh no, this isn't a pot noodle, but these are good as well. And maybe Bombay Bad Boy. Because as someone who frequently suffers from a blocked nose, eating something that's really shit spicy can clear it, and these do the job. So if you've got a blocked nose and you want to clear it, pot noodle. What are your favourite subgenres of metal, favourite bands, and favourite albums? I think I made just a list of just like albums and songs and bands and shit that I like. I'm just going to list them off. And Justice for All, Train of Thought, anything by Slayer, anything by Cassiopeia, Drama by Yes, Frizzle Fry by Primus, So Far So Good So What, Among the Living, Chaos AD, Operation Mindcrime. I can sit here naming bands all day, I'll just leave it there. You ever have an in real life collection of cars, specifically model kits, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and whatever? Well, yes, actually. I don't even know what's in here, I just got this out of my wardrobe. Wow, the door's open. Look at this. Oh, those tail lights were smashed in. That's like, I just had a look in there, it's like an actually, like, accurate Renault Clio interior. Oh my god, it even has, like, neons on it. They don't work. That's weird. BMW X3, 5, wow. Is that another Clio? Oh my god. Is that Ramon from the Cars? That's Ramon from Cars. Is this the one that changes colour under, like, water? I don't think it worked. A Pontiac GTO thing. What is even this? 911 GT3 RS. There's also this box, which has a Gallardo in it with missing tail light. Evo 911 with a wonderful patina and no wing. Focus, some kind of Mercedes. I think that's another Mercedes. There's like an old train, and if I slide this along, woman is you. Audi TT. I can see a big Lancer Evo down there. I'm not getting that out because this will just go everywhere. Dodge. I can see a golden one. Wow. Oh my god, is that a Ford Galaxy? What a collection. Hey Grog, do you like beluga whales? Beluga whales. Look at this dude. Jesus. There, right, I think that'll do. Thanks for watching this video. And thanks for watching all the other videos. Honestly kind of mad I've managed to keep doing this for like just over 2 years now. Honestly kind of weird there are 153,000 people somehow entertained by this. So yeah, see you at 200,000 subs. I've got something planned for that. No, it's not the face reveal. Oh yeah, also the new PC arrived. Here's the specs for those interested. Roll outro.
Subscribe to GrogTV.